Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I know we like full body because that means that we're halfway through the week because it's Wednesday. So I just want to go over a few things. So we are going to be working the upper, lower, and everything in between. So we are going to start out with some stretches today. As you can see, I have my notepad again today. So if you see me squinting, that is why. All right, so the first thing we're going to start out with is just some jumping jacks, just to kind of warm up our body. So we're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. So just jumping it out. Perfect. So we'll go for about 15 seconds, and then we'll switch it into our other stretch. I think we'll be standing still. I can't really tell as I'm jumping. So stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing those arms down by the sides, and we are going to take that right leg in front of us. And then we are just going to bend that left knee slightly, pressing down on that right leg. Just kind of feeling it through that hamstring. It feels nice. It feels good. We like it. All right. Pressing it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rising up, taking that left heel out. We hinge at that right knee and press down on that left leg for about 15 seconds, just because it feels so good, right? So keeping those hips squared off. The head is above the heart. And we hold for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So straightening out. We're going to go into high knees. So bringing the knees up nice and high. If you need to, just kind of march it out. Or if you want, go fast. But we go in 3, 2, and 1. So going into those high knees. Getting up as high as you can. Keeping that core nice and tight as we go. Got a fun background today. It's not just the wall. All right, so we'll go for about 10 more seconds. Getting those knees up a little bit higher. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down those feet. We are going to take that right ankle, grabbing on with that right hand, pulling that heel into that booty. So feeling that stretch. If you want, you can place that left hand to that left hip. Or you can raise it above the head. But the closer we pull that heel in, the more we're going to feel it. So just finding your breath. Today we're moving around a little bit for our stretches instead of just standing still. I feel like I did that to you guys last week when I had a little thing around my knee. So I got to make up for it. All right, so we're going to drop that right foot down in 3, 2, and 1. So dropping that right foot, taking that left hand, left ankle, and we pull it in. Remember that right hand can go to that right hip or arm above the head. Just finding that balance. I am trying to catch my breath. Okay. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Pulling that heel in a little bit closer. For the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down that left side. We are going to go into our last thing, and those are butt kickers. So we are just going to pull that heel into that booty. Going a little bit faster though. This is our last one. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So going into those butt kickers. So it's just like we're running in place, right? Nice high runs. All right, so we'll go for about 10 more seconds. Then we'll actually get started. So for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, dropping down those feet. All right, so remember, we keep moving during this time. We don't sit, we don't lay. If you need to, just tap out those feet, move those arms, whatever you need to do. We're just kind of keeping that heart rate lifted. So I'm going to go over what we're doing first. Just grab this instead of just leaning over. All right, so we are going to go in to alternating lunges first. We are going to be going back though. So we're going to take that right leg back, bring it forward, left leg back, bring it forward. As you lunge, I want you to make sure that that knee stacks over that ankle. So we're just going to switch it. So right back, left back. Then we are going to go in to some hip thrusts. So we are going to be laying down. If I didn't say it, you might need something to lay on, unless you have carpet or something. But we're going to come to the tips of the toes, lifting up those hips, and we're just going to go into those hip thrusts. So taking it down and squeezing it up. As you squeeze it up, just remember to tuck your pelvis under We are then just gonna go into some air squats. So we all know these, we love them. We take those booties down and back and we squeeze it up. As you take it down, those knees stay, try and keep them behind the toes and keep that chest open. So try not to like lean forward as you do them. All right, so we have our alternating lunges, hip thrusts, and our air squats. And we do that 3 times. So we'll go through, we get a 15-second break in between, and then we get it going again. So at the end of those 3 rounds, you will get that 1:15 break as I go over and talk way too much, and then we move on to our next thing. So we start out with those alternating lunges first. We are gonna step that right foot back, and then that left. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, we're actually gonna go for 10. So right and then left will count as 1. I didn't say that. So we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, keeping the hips squared off, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. And we shake out those legs. You get that 15-second break while we are still moving around. I feel like I just described what we're doing and I forget what we're doing next. All right, so we are going to take it down to those mats or the ground, your carpet, whatever you want. But we're going to go into those hip thrusts. So for these, we're going to go for 15 of these. We're going to come up to the toes. If you need to modify, just drop your heels down. Those hands are going to plant down. But we all come to the tips of the toes in 3, 2, and 1, lifting those hips up. So we're going to drop them down and squeeze them up in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down those hips, straightening out those legs. Bring yourself to a standing position and we shake it out. We move around. We tap out those feet, do a dance. Hopefully you have music on and makes it a little bit more fun, you know, whatever you'd like. All right, so we do have those air squats next. For these, we're going to go for 15 air squats. As you bring it up, remember sure you squeeze nice and tight at the top, tucking that pelvis, and then take that booty straight down and back, chest open. So we go for 15 in 3, 2, and 1. So taking it down and back. So 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeezing at the top and shake it out. That was round 1. So we have 2 more rounds of the same thing, and then we move on to some upper body. Take it out of those legs a little bit. Also, for those air squats, remember, make sure that you keep those knees out. Make sure that they do not turn in. We do not want to injure ourselves over something like this. If we're going to injure ourselves, let's let it be something a little bit more crazy. All right, but hopefully we just don't ever. That's the hope, right? All right, so we start back in those alternating lunges first. Remember that right leg's going to come back first and then the left. That counts as 1. We go for 10. So starting in the next 5 seconds. For some reason, my Siri just picked up when I said 5 seconds. All right, so keeping those hips squared off, we take the right leg back in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out. I almost lost my balance twice. I did lose my balance twice. If you heard my little squeal. Okay, so we have our hip thrust next. So we're going to take it down in about 10 seconds. Just make sure you're moving around, getting ready in our position. So we take it down. As we lay down, we come up to the toes. So lifting it up. And remember, we go into our hip thrust, so taking it down, tucking that pelvis under as we squeeze it up, engaging those abs as well. So we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hips down, straightening out those legs, lifting yourself up, and coming to a standing position. So remember, we keep moving around, and we get into those air squats next. So we go for 15 air squats. Those knees stay out, the chest stays open, and we send that booty straight down and back. Trying to keep the knees behind the toes. If you can, just try not to lean forward. All right, so we go in for 15 in 5 seconds. So getting ready in our position. We take it down and squeeze it up in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out, shake it out. We go for in 15 seconds for our last round. I feel like that went by pretty quick. It might just be me. But today I was just telling somebody that I had an opportunity to get caffeine. And I thought today was the day where it's like, you know what? I don't need caffeine. I'm just going to get some water. That's when you know you need caffeine. So for this to go by quickly, like I'm surprised. That's a good day. All right. So we go into those alternating lunges again. We take that right foot back, then the left foot back, keeping the hips squared off, finding our balance. We go with that right leg first in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking out those legs because that was your last round of lunges before I talk. That is your last round of any type of lunge in this workout today. Tomorrow's lower body, so I cannot promise anything. But we have those hip thrusts next. This time, instead of 15, since our last one, we are going to go for 20. So we take it down right now. I'm going to break it up into 10. So I'm going to count from 10 to 1 and then 1 to 10. So if you get confused, that's the reason I'm counting that way. And that's why I'm stating it that way. All right. So we go for 20 this time. Coming up to the toes, modification, dropping the heels. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping those hips, straightening out those legs, coming up to a standing position. We have our air squats next, our last round of air squats, any type of squat in this workout today. So we move around. Remember, keep that heart rate lifted if you want that extra cardio. Add in some jumping jacks, mountain climbers, burpees. If anybody's first choice is burpees. I applaud you. But we just keep moving. We have those air squats next. So this time it's our last one. So we take it to 20 instead of 15. But we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We take it down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straightening out. That was your last thing for those. So those 3 rounds of lower body. Now we move into that upper body. So you get about 1:15 of a break. Make sure you grab your towel and your water. If you're sweating, if you need hydration, I'm going to bring my water closer to me. See, this is proof that I wasn't lying to you guys. I went to Starbucks and I legit got the biggest water. All right. So I'm going to go over what we're doing next. All right. So we are going to be coming to the ground quite a bit for this next one. Angle myself a little bit better towards you guys. But for this one, we are going to go into hand release push-ups. So if you need to modify, just come down to the knees, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But if you want to challenge it, come up to the toes. All you're going to do for these, though, is come down, lift up the palms, and keeping that core strong, pressing up. So we lower down, lift up, and press. As you press up, make sure that back isn't dipping in. We're not worming it out. But remember, modification on the knees, challenge on your toes. From here, we are going to go into those commandos. So taking the legs apart, we're going to stack the shoulders. We're going to take it down to the forearms, up to the palms. The reason we spread the knees or the toes apart, so modifications on the knees. The reason we spread them apart is so that way it keeps the hips from shifting, because we don't want it to really shift our body, because then we take it out of what we are working. So we have those hand release push-ups, those commandos, and then we're going to take it into shoulder taps. Modification on the knees, challenges up on the toes, just take the knees and feet apart. We're just going to go into shoulder taps. All right, making sure those wrists stay underneath the shoulders, and same thing for when we take it down. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over. We lift up and out the entire time, but we get started in the next like 20, 30 seconds because I am ahead of time right now. We're just moving through. But that's a good thing. It's not bad, because usually, like I think I said yesterday, because we finished with everything a little bit earlier, I talk way too much half the time to myself. So remember, we start with those hand release push-ups first. Modify, just take it down to the knees. But if you want that challenge, you can always take it up to the toes. But if you're on those toes and you start to feel like that back dipping in, take it right down to the knees. There's nothing wrong with modifying. That is what I'm going to be doing right now. All right, so we are going to go for 10 of these push-ups. So hand release in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And taking yourself back, sitting the hips back, stretching those arms forward, stretch it out for a second, and then walk those hands back. All right, let's see. So we have those commandos next, so we're going to take it down to the forearm, palm to palm. Forearm, palm to palm. Okay. I'll find my words later today. Okay, but we are going to go for these. We're going to go for 10. So taking it down, down, up, up is 1. So we go for 10 for those. All right. So remember, you can modify on those knees, just spread them apart. You can do it on your toes, just spread them apart as well. But we go in 3, 2, and 1, taking it down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that right foot in, left foot in, stand it up, shake it out. Because we're going to come back down in about 15 seconds for those shoulder taps. Remember, you can modify on those knees or challenge it on those toes. We just keep it spread apart so we keep the hips from moving. Just remember, keep moving around during this time. I don't know about you guys, but my elbows are like peeling off my skin, I feel like. All right, so taking it right back down to the ground for those shoulder taps. We take it down, we stack the shoulders over the wrist, and we stay nice and strong, keeping those hips from barely moving. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that right foot forward, left foot forward, rise it up. In 15 seconds, we start all over again. So remember, we start with those hand release push-ups, into those commandos, into the shoulder taps 2 more times. But we keep it moving. And we get ready to go in about 10 seconds. So let's all take it right back down right now, just getting ready in our position. Remember, modify on the knees or take it to the toes. We have those hand release push-ups, making sure you're lifting up those palms from the ground. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting those hips back, stretch the arms forward. Let's kind of stretch it out right here for a second. And walk those palms back, rise it up. We're gonna drop back down in about 10 seconds though. Taking it down to the forearms and up to the palms. So going right back down right now. Challenging it on your toes or modifying on your knees. But we get ready and we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping that right foot forward, left foot forward, rise it up, shake it out, and we go back down in about 15 seconds for those shoulder taps. And then we only have 1 more of them. So just keep moving around. Take water if you need. All right, we take it right back down. Just when we think we're done, we're not. All right, so we go into those shoulder taps, spreading the knees or feet apart. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot forward, that left foot forward, and rise it up, shake it out. Give you guys about 20 seconds this time, because we're ahead of the game. We are ahead today. So we take a little bit more time, or I can add an extra abs at the end if there's a little bit more time. Because why not, right? All right, so we start our 3rd round. Yeah, our 3rd round, hand release push-ups. So we take it down, just getting ready in our position. So this time, we're gonna try and burn out those arms a little bit. So we're gonna go to 15 instead of 10. Making sure that the arms stay close to the body and that core stays nice and tight. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting the hips back, bring those arms up above the head, and we're just going to pull down on that right elbow, kind of tapping the back with that right hand. Releasing that right arm, kind of shaking it out a little bit, and we take it back up. Left elbow, we pull it down. Releasing that left, rolling the shoulders, and roll them forward, and then shake them out. All right, so we come to a standing position. We have shoulder taps. We stay seated. We're just gonna stay down here. All right, so we walk it out into that high plank or modify on those knees. So for our shoulder tap, nope, we have those forearms. So we have those commandos first. I'm jumping way ahead. All right, so we're gonna take it down, down, up, up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the hips up. Sorry, taking the hips up, just kind of stretch it out right here. And just focus on that breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Try and get that chest a little bit deeper in. And shifting that weight forward, dropping down to the knees. Now we have those shoulder taps. Now we do. So we're going to take the legs or the knees apart, tapping the right hand to that left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. If we're on those toes, we're tucking them right now. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that right foot forward, left foot forward, shake it out. You guys have about 1 minute and 15. So do what you would like with this time. Just keep moving. Remember that extra cardio, just keep moving that body. Whether it is those mountain climbers, those burpees, butt kickers, high knees, whatever you'd like. There's always ways to add in that extra cardio if that's something you're wanting. If not, then just tap it out. But I'm going to go over what we're doing. So now we have abs. We have abs. And if we have more time, then we have more abs. Okay. So our first thing, what we're going to be doing are Russian twists. So I know we've probably done these before, but we're going to lift those legs up, keeping that chin up, chest open. Hands are going to be out in front. We're going to bring the elbow down to the right and then the left elbow over to the left. So making sure we're twisting and feeling it in that oblique. So we're going to go for 20 Russian twists. Then I was like, why did I say that? Okay. Then we're going to go into some mountain climbers. So we're going to come up to a high plank position, except for instead of normal mountain climbers, we're going to make them twisted. So we're going to twist it right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. But we'll run it out. If you need to modify, just take it a little bit slower. We are then going to go into those in and outs. So same kind of position as that Russian twist. We're going to lift the legs up. We're going to take the feet out, leaning it back, chest open, chin up, and crunch it in. So out and in. So for those, we're going to go for 20. Mountain climbers is about 30 seconds, and our Russian twists are for 20. And it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All good. All right. So in about 15 seconds, we will start. So just kind of shake it out a little bit longer. keeping that body moving. Take a sip of water if you need. I was teaching a class this morning and I refused to drink water, and it showed because my voice cracked twice. It was pretty fun, but my voice also got raspy. So that's my cue when I know I need water. If it starts getting raspy, that's when you need water. All right, so we're gonna go into those Russian twists. So lifting those legs up, hands in front, chest is open, chin is lifted. We're gonna twist so that right elbow meets that right side, and twisting over to that left, making sure you feel it in those sides. We go for 20 in 3, 2, and 1. So 20, 19, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to those feet, shaking them out, inhaling those arms above the head, exhaling them down. Inhale up one more time, and exhale them down. All right, twisting our bodies over. We have our twisted mountain climber, so we're gonna go for about 30 seconds. So if you need to take it a little bit slower, please go for it. If you wanna run it as fast as you can, go for it. But I want those knees up, and we twist as we bring it over. So really focus on that twist and keep the shoulders stacked over the wrists. But we go in about 5 seconds. So getting ready in our position, we go in 3, 2, and 1. So we just run it out. If you need to slow it down at any point, slow it down. I'll let you know when we're about halfway. So we're about halfway right now. So about another 15 seconds. Keeping it nice and tight, belly button is plugged into that spine. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot forward, left foot forward. I have like a little pocket that hangs in my shorts, but I roll them and it keeps coming out. Don't need that pocket right now. All right. So we shake it out. We're going to take it back down to the ground. We're going to go for those in and outs. Bring the knees into the chest, and then we extend them out, extending back that lower body as well, upper body. This is why caffeine is needed. Next time, you should see me tomorrow, or join me tomorrow. All right, so those palms are going to go right by the sides, fingers facing forward, lifting up those legs. We go for 20 in 3, 2, and 1. So 20, 19, 16, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to those feet, and then press yourself up. We start with our second round in about 15 seconds. Keep moving that body. We're going to do a little bit more Russian twist this time because I feel like we can. So instead of going for 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, like right, left, 1, 2, we're going to go 1 is right, left, 2 is right, left, so on until we get to 20. All right. So we take it back down for a second round in 3, 2, and 1. So taking it right back down to the ground. So we have our Russian twist. Remember, we're going for 20. Right and left counts as 1. We lift those feet up. If you need to modify, just drop the feet down, but lift them up if you can. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 20, 19, 17, 16, 12, or 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those feet down. I don't know if that light has been on behind me this whole time. This light behind me just turned on, if you guys can see it. It caught my eye, and yeah, I really don't think it's been on this whole time. Well, at least it's right behind me. Someone's lit up by me. Okay, I'll take it. I like the color. Okay, so we have those twisted mountain climbers next. So instead of twisted this time, our third round is going to be twisted. This one's just going to be normal mountain climbers, but we are going to run it out. Modification, just take it a little bit slower. When we come into that high plank position, I'm just going to tuck my shirt in this time. All right, so remember, normal mountain climbers for this one, and we'll finish it up with those twisted. All right, so we get into that high plank. We run it out in 3, 2, and 1. So just normal mountain climbers. Keeping those knees lifted, bring them into that chest. Focus on your breath and keep that core nice and strong. I'll let you know when you're about halfway. Trying to pick it up a little bit faster. We are halfway there. We have about 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopping that right foot, left foot. I know I just said that opposite. Rise it up and shake out those bodies. We have those in and outs next. We go for 20 of these and then we repeat it one more time. If we have a little bit more time, then we're going to figure some things out. Because this is what, like I said, this is what happens when I don't converse with myself. All right. So taking it back down, booties down. We have our in and outs. We go for 20 of them. And we go in about 5 seconds. So finding our breath, lifting those legs up, keeping that chest open, shoulders back, chin is up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 20, 17, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those feet down, pressing yourself up to a standing position. I already have in my head what we're gonna do if we have the time. So now I'm hoping, like, fingers crossed, we get done early because I already mapped it out in my head. It's fun. If we like core and abs, it's fun. All right, so in about 15 seconds, we take it back down to the ground for our last round of our Russian twist mountain climbers. These ones are going to be twisted and then our in and out. So we have 20, 30 seconds, and then another 20. All right. So we take it back down right now. We have those Russian twists. Remember, right and left counts as 1. And we go for 20 of them. I'm going to count down in those 10s again. So this time I'm going to count to 10 and then 10 to 1 because I feel like that makes it seem better. It sounds better. Okay, so modification, drop the heels or lift them up. But we go for those mountain climb. Russian twists in 3, 2, and 1. So 20, 9, 8. I mess this all up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping those feet, pressing yourselves up. I totally everything I just said just went out the window. I feel like I just explained everything I was going to do and then just did everything opposite. I woke up at 3 this morning, so my brain feels a little, and so maybe you guys have as well. But that's why if I seem a little off, that is the reason. Okay, But we have our mountain climbers next, so we're gonna make them twisted. We're gonna go in about 15 seconds. Just tapping out those feet or adding in any type of cardio you want. It's totally up to you. If you want to add in some arm circles, just kind of get those arms working. Why not, right? Taking those arms back the opposite way if you were with me. We're going to take it down for those twisted mountain climbers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So taking it down to the ground. This time, remember, right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. We stack the shoulders over those wrists, lifting up and out of the shoulders. And we go in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to go for about 30 seconds. Feeling that twist in those sides as you bring it over. And remember, just because we're twisting those knees, I want you to keep your abs nice and tight. Focusing on your breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and squeezing those abs. We're about halfway there. Do it about 10 more seconds. And we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, sitting the hips back, inhaling the arms above the head. Exhaling them down. Inhale them up one more time. Dropping the hands down to your mat or down to the ground, tucking the toes, rising it up, and shaking it out. We have those in and outs for our last time. We go for 20 for our last one. So remember, keep moving it out right now. And then, you know what? Got a little bit more. Got a little treat after this. Just a little bit. Not like 20 minutes, not even 10 minutes, just like a little finisher. Okay, so we're gonna take it down to the ground right now. Just getting ready in our position. But we're gonna go for 20. This time, for those in and outs, I am going to count to 10. Then I am gonna count from 10 to 1. I will do it. I promise. 1 to 10, 10 to 1. We lift up those legs. We pull those shoulders back. We open up that chest and lift that chin. We go in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those legs down, shaking them out. Kind of pop the chest open. It feels a little bit better on that back. Round it out. Just kind of stretch it out right here. Because we're going to go into a little finisher because we have a little bit of time left. All right. So, towel off if you need. Grab your water if you need. But for a finisher, what we're going to be doing, we get to lay down, but we're going to press that lower back into the ground. So that lower back is not going to leave. If anything, it is cemented down. What we're going to do is lift up the head and the shoulders. We're going to lift up the feet. We're going to hold, and on my cue, we're going to do everything I say. So just follow along. See, now you have to really pay attention. I really have to be on point with my words. So it's like, oh, we're both on the same page. All right. So get a couple more breaths in right now. We have our finisher. We're going to do 3 times. So it's going to be pretty quick, but we're going to do it. All right. So we're going to lift up and just hold, pressing that lower back down, lifting the shoulders, the head, and the feet in 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up and we hold. So we're going to hold for about 10 seconds. We are then going to take those feet out and bring them in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold it in. We're going to go scissor kicks in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold it center. We're going to go crossovers for our last thing in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest. So rock it back and forth, rock it side to side, whatever feels better for you. Add both in. We're going to do that 2 more times. Not too bad, right? Knowing that's only 2 more times. And it doesn't last that long. All right, so extending the legs in 3, 2, and 1. Extend them out. Press that lower back down. We lift up in 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up, and we hold. So we're going to take those legs out and in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold them in. We go scissor kicks in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it center. We go crossovers in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees. Rock it back and forth. We have 1 more round. Rock it side to side. Massage that lower back. We're going to extend the legs out 1 more time in 3, 2, 1. Extend them out. If you need to, you can always place the hands underneath those booties, or you can keep them out. Just press the lower back down. We lift it up for our last time in 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up and we hold. So we take the legs out and in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it in. We go into those scissor kicks in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it center. We go crossovers for our last time in 3, 2, and 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees for your last time. Rock it back and forth. Take it side to side. And when you're ready, rock yourself up, or you can stay seated, because guys, that is it. You are done. We did our finisher. We added a little bit more to it. So remember, tomorrow we have lower body at noon. So I said, feel free to join me, but you guys are already joining me, right? Hope so. Yeah, see that light just went off. I don't know. I truly don't know, but it is lunchtime. So everybody have a yummy lunch. Have a great rest of your day. I believe it's supposed to be a nice day outside today, so enjoy it. And I will be working out with you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.